is Muncie, Indiana, and the comment I hear most from people when I say that is, I hate Muncie, or there's nothing to do in Muncie. Even my brother, who grew up here with me, hates Muncie and the Midwest. But why do so many people hate it here? I'm going to discuss the history of Muncie to find out why there is nothing to do here and talk about why there are actually some interesting parts of Muncie. Muncie began as the home of the Delaware Indian tribe, and the name Muncie came from the dialect they spoke, which was actually spelled M-U-N-S-E-E. There's a couple places still in Muncie, Indiana that are spelled that way, like Camp Muncie, a Girl Scout camp. Muncie was established as a city in 1865. It was primarily agricultural then, but soon they discovered natural gas in the 1870s and large industries started moving in. Some of these included the Ball Brothers Glass Manufacturing Company, where my great-grandfather worked, and another one included ABB, where my grandfather worked. This shifted Muncie from an agricultural town to an industrial. As the United States went through a recession, some of these industrial companies started closing, including ABB, which left the building empty. Soon after that, about 2004, Progress Rail moved into the old ABB building, and now my brothers work there, assembling locomotives. Another important part of Muncie's history is the sociological research that has been done here. Robert and Helen Lind performed multiple sociological studies on the city because they considered it a typical mid-American community. They wanted to study the effect of the change from agriculture to industrial on the people who lived in Muncie, and they also wanted to study the effects of the Depression. They published these studies as well as multiple others. 8 more studies were performed on Muncie since then, up until 2004. The last part of Muncie's history I want to talk about is the Ball Brothers. They moved into Muncie with the discovery of natural gas with their big company. And after they had been established here, they started supporting other smaller companies. And 20 years later, they built Ball State University and Ball Memorial Hospital, and then they established the Ball Brothers Foundation. All 3 of these things have had an impact on my life. The Ball Brothers Foundation supports education in Muncie, and my high school robotics team was on the point of folding when we got a grant from the Ball Brothers Foundation that let us continue. Of course, I go to Ball State University to get my degree, which allows me to stay in my hometown and still work towards my career goal. And my nephew was born 2 years ago in Ball Memorial Hospital, and that allowed me to see him right after birth, since it was during the semester, and spend more time with him in his time in the NICU. Even though many people think Muncie is actually a really bad place to live, understanding that the reason there's nothing to do here is because it was an industrial town that emptied out during the recession explains that, and there are actually some interesting aspects of Muncie's history, like the sociological studies and the old Ball Brothers houses and their foundation, that make it actually an interesting place to live. Thank you.